Good morning, y'all. I am out here today on the beach over in Daphne, Alabama, and I got the call this morning that there was a Jubilee going on, so decided to come out here, see if we can't pick us up an easy dinner to take home. Now, it's about 9 o'clock right now, so a little late. Most of the time this happens during the night and it ends early morning, so we're already out here. Hopefully we can find us a couple of flounder, maybe some crabs to take home and boil. And yeah, let's get out here and see what we get. Just got a little cooler. If we get something, we can put it in here. And we got us a little spear gaff that we've made many years ago. And we're just gonna walk around, see if we can see something. Look at this little fellow right here. There's our first flounder. Just gonna kind of push him off. There he goes. Maybe a 10-incher, small guy. Y'all look at this right here. See if we can grab this guy with our hand. There's a flounder right there, y'all. We're gonna see if we can pick this guy up with our hand. Right over the top of him. Come on. I had my hand on him. He ran off. I'm gonna come up from behind him. Look at him. Let's see if we can get this guy. Got your butt. Oh, catching flounder barehanded, y'all. Too small to keep. There he goes. Got us another flounder right here, another little fella. There's one right there too. So we got two flounder right here. See if we can't work on our bare hand skills. Oh, that one got me. Let's see if we can get this one. Too fast. I've seen so many smaller flounder. There's actually two of them right here. You got one that's probably 11 inches and you got a 6-incher right here. Small one scooted off. That one's gone. Too fast for me. You got this one that's just sitting right here in the sand. And we got another one right there. Ooh, that one's a little bit better. That might be a legal one right there. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want to stab one that I wasn't sure of, y'all. Oh, there we go. Right on the beach, y'all. There we go. That's a keeper. I mean, it was right off the beach. I was walking out there in the water and just about missed this guy. Look at that one. Nice 15, 16-incher. They only got to be 14 inches to keep here, and we get to keep 5 of these per person. All right, well, let's keep on moving down. Maybe we'll see some more, but we do have dinner in the bag. There's one. I don't think that's gonna be a keeper. We're gonna shoot him. Yeah, not gonna be big enough. A lot of undersized ones, and it's hard, you know, sometimes to tell some of these fish, but we just got to kind of make sure we're not sticking anything that's close to the size limit. There's a jumbo shrimp right here. A little flounder right there. Keep moving along. 2 more little flounder, 3 flounder. And surprisingly enough, like, this is, oh, let that be a flounder. Not a flounder, just a pothole. But surprisingly enough, this is not even like a good Jubilee. You know, we're seeing a little flounder, but we've seen them out here where there's just hundreds of flounder everywhere, pretty much beaching themselves. But there are flounder pretty much everywhere we're walking. We got 2 of them right here. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but we got 2 undersized ones. All right, so look at this flounder right here, how he's relating like right under that stick. Come on, see if we can't get this one. We're about 1 for 4 on grabbing flounder. We'll see if we can get this guy. Ah, he saw me before I could get to him. Oh, there, that is a flounder. It's 2 flounder. All right. Got 2 flounders sitting right here, nosed up to each other. You see one pointing this way, one's pointing that way. Got a little flounder, 2 more flounder right there. All small. Ah, damn it. I'm slow. So slow. There's another one right there. Is that one dead? That one's dead. That one did not make it. There's one that's looking legal. Right there. Ah, he's round. I don't think he's gonna make the length. Dude, they're so slow to take off. Come on, Nate. See if we can't get one. Nope, too slow. All right, so I just walked. I don't know where this one came from, but that one dead. I don't know, maybe he was under a log and kind of just washed up or whatever, but I don't know, that might have actually been the one that was dead on this side. Nope, he's right there. All right, we got 2 good looking blue crabs. I wish 3, oh no, that's a flounder. Is that a keeper? Man, it's so hard to tell. I know it's a 12-incher. I don't think it's a 14-incher. We shall get this one. Got him. Is he alive? He's moving a little bit. Bye-bye, buddy. All right, so I got one that's close. I don't feel comfortable trying to gig him, so I feel like we might have had enough practice trying to catch him with our hands. He's definitely close. I mean, man, I'm kind of thinking I should gig that one. I think that one's gonna make it. All right, let's see if we can get him. Damn it. Missed him. We do have a keeper right here. The crab just literally walked right on top of him. In the head. Oh man. Yeah. That's another keeper. Yeah, another one sitting right around 15 inches or so. Flounder number 2. Oh, one right there. Got this guy right here. There you go. Got another one right here. This is so wild to just see these flounder push right up on the shore. There's 3 of them right there. That one's close. That one's close. We're gonna leave it. Maybe we'll find a big one. I do feel like these beaches were probably walked pretty heavily early this morning. But we're just gonna keep on moving around, see if maybe we can get one more. We'll have us a solid lunch right here. We are heading to the house now. Saw hundreds of flounder. Obviously, y'all saw a lot of small ones. There were several of them that were close. I feel confident that I probably could have got a pretty quick limit, but I'm just not comfortable stabbing those smaller fish if they might not make the 14-inch minimum requirement. So with that being said, what y'all experienced, what we experienced this morning was a Jubilee. So it is my belief, from what I understand, a Jubilee only happens in 2 places in the entire world. One of them is right here on the eastern shore of Alabama, and I believe the other is in Japan. And like I said, it's my understanding that what happens is basically the oxygen level out in deeper water becomes so poor that your crabs, your shrimp, your flounder, oftentimes mullet and finfish as well, will go all the way up on the beach searching for higher oxygen content. Now, this is not something that happens in the wintertime. It's typically a late summer or midsummer phenomenon when that water gets really, really hot. You get brackish water influence, and then also you got to have that wind that's pushing to the east that pretty much shoves all that water with low oxygen content against the shore, and it runs those fish up really, really shallow. So really cool to be able to experience and live in one of those places where this happens. Now, I do live in Mobile, and this is over here in Eastern Shore, so getting over here typically takes me an hour. So once the word gets out that a Jubilee's happened, a lot of the locals are going to flood the beach and pick it over. You kind of just have to drive over here when you think, you know, you got the right winds, the right water temperatures and all. You just kind of got to just drive over and check it out and see, you know, if the Jubilee's happening, if you really want to get on it good. But we were able to get out there and stick a couple of fish, try to catch a couple with our bare hand, and just an amazing time. But we're going to go to the house now. I'm going to clean these flounder for y'all, and we're going to prepare some sort of dish. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with it yet. Kind of leaning towards frying whole flounder, but we'll see. I might change that up and fillet them out and do something else. But yeah, we'll see y'all at the house. Let's see what we do. All right, well, we are at the house now. We got our old sword knife right here, and we're gonna get to cleaning some of these flounder. Now, this guy is about a 15-inch, really, really thick one. Got nice shoulders on it, and this one right here is 14 and a half. So we'll go ahead, we'll clean the smallest one first, and we'll get them prepped, and we'll be eating before long. I tell y'all, this sword knife, man, it really does an amazing job at getting all this meat off the bones right here. We're just kind of working in it, folding it off the rib cage right there. And it's a really, really sharp knife. And if you ever gotta sharpen them, it doesn't take but a couple of swipes on a rock to get it back to where it is just as sharp as the day we got it. Now, that is one side of that flounder right there. Now that back side is not going to yield hardly any meat. We will try to get some off the back of that, but still a really healthy, good looking fillet right there. All right, y'all, well, we had a massive band of storms move through, but they finally cleared out, and we got our nice flounder fillets right there. We got some mushrooms, onions, sausage, some lemon, fettuccine, little white wine, capers, Compass Point blend salmon seasoning, and a stick of butter cut in half. And that's pretty much all we're going to need. Not a whole lot, right? But it is going to come together really, really quick, really, really easy. And this is going to be a delicious meal. First thing we got to do, get our Blaster 5000 and get some heat going to our pan. All right. And we're going to go ahead and take half a stick of that butter and drop it in, let that melt down, and let it get nice and smoking. While we're waiting on our butter to melt, we're going to go ahead and season up our flounder with our Compass Point blend salmon seasoning. And we're going to tap both sides of that really good. You could use Creole seasoning, and in most cases I would definitely recommend that, but I do have kids that are going to be eating this, and for whatever reason they cannot handle any spice. So yeah, if you have some Creole seasoning and you want to go that route, by all means put whatever you want in there. But this salmon blend is real like savory. It's got a lot of nice herbs in it, some garlic, good seasonings to it, so it's still going to taste really, really good. But personally, if the kids weren't eating it, I would throw some Cajun, some Creole seasoning in there. Well, we starting to get some bubbles coming up right here. I feel like it's just about right. So we're gonna go ahead and lay those flounder fillets down. Butter should probably be just a little bit hotter, but that's gonna be all right. We're just gonna let that run till we start to see some good color climb through it. Looking to give it one flip, and then we're gonna pull our fish off. Now while we're waiting for this fish to cook, it's probably a great time to mention that if you have some shrimp or have access to some fresh Gulf shrimp, that would also go really, really good in this dish. I went to our seafood shop, Simply Seafood, right down the road from us, and they were closed today. I did not know that they were closed on Tuesdays, so could not pull off the shrimp. I also forgot garlic. With all that being said, it's still gonna be a great dish. Now would probably be a good time to also get our water boiling. We're pulling that old blaster back out. There it is. All right. And we'll let that go until our water boils, and that's what our noodles are gonna sit in. Something I like to do, and something that I feel like everyone should do, is season their pasta water. It definitely makes a difference. So just gonna put some more of that seasoning right there. If you just have salt and pepper, by all means use that in your pasta water, but definitely season it. So our fish, I don't know why I grabbed that, don't need it. So the fish is definitely ready to flip here. Oh yeah, that is what we're looking for. Good color. That is perfect. Smells absolutely amazing. All right. And seems like the pan is more hotter right here, which makes sense. My two flames are coming up on the side, so we're going to position those fillets to get more of that direct heat right there. Yeah. All right, maybe 2 minutes on that side, and we'll be pulling those off. So our water is just about coming to a boil. I'm using fettuccine noodles. You can use whatever you like. Kids really love the longer noodles, so I'm gonna go ahead, drop that in there. Try not to make too big of a mess. And we'll just swirl those noodles in and let them cook for 12 minutes is what it calls for on the box. We'll just get those in there nicely. Our fish is looking good and ready. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out, and we're just gonna set it aside on the cutting board. You don't have to worry about keeping it warm during this process because it is going to go back in once we get everything ready. So, and if it falls apart on you, it is not a big deal because we're going to be chopping this up anyways. We got all of that nice brown butter. We got some bits from the fish, some seasoning left over, and right here in this container, we just got a little bit of andouille sausage, a whole onion, and about 2 cups of mushrooms diced up down there. And we're just gonna dump that in there, give it a nice mix around, and we really wanna make sure that all this is cooked down really, really good, especially our mushrooms. And that's just gonna build on our flavor right there. So if you had garlic, this would be the spot where you'd put the garlic in there. We don't. We're gonna go ahead and deglaze the pan, get everything up off the bottom with a little bit of white wine right here. Not a whole lot. And we're gonna let that kind of just cook down just a little bit, burn all that alcohol off of that. And we're almost ready. The other half of that stick of butter's going in now. And we'll let that melt down, get that incorporated in everything real quick. We got a pint of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna go ahead, put that in there, and we're gonna get this reduced down just a little bit. We want that to thicken up. So we're gonna bring all that up to a boil, kill our heat. It's gonna thicken up, and right about that time, our noodles are gonna be ready. Yep, our noodles are going for 3 more minutes, so it should all be ready to go right about the same time. While we're waiting for it to thicken up and simmer down, we're gonna hit it with one more bit of seasoning from that Compass Point blend right there. You don't have to use this stuff, use whatever you like. This stuff right here is pretty doggone good. All right, our sauce is just about thickened up. We're gonna go ahead and add our fish back into it. Now you can chop your fish before you put it back in there, but I'm just gonna put it in there and kind of just work it around. Let it naturally flake apart. Right there, you don't want them diced up too thin. You want some nice hearty chunks of that fish. So that's pretty much all we're going to do right there. You can see that sauce is getting just a little bit thicker. It can go a little longer, but that's looking pretty good right there. Now we're just going to go in with some capers. Something like that. And we're going to take the juice of one whole lemon and put in here over the top. Now if you really want to elevate the citrus element to it, you could also put in some lemon zest. That would definitely enhance that lemon taste. And then in typical fashion, we got to make sure the neighbor gets lemon trees over there. Oh my gosh, y'all, that sticker came off and went right in my sauce. And we'll go in with the other half of that lemon. And then once again, making sure our neighbor gets plenty of lemon trees over there. All right, and we have finally arrived at our last step. We're gonna take our fettuccine out of the boiling water, drop it in right here, and we're gonna mix everything up really good, serve up a plate, and give y'all a taste. Or at least a taste test. I mean, I know y'all can't get a taste of it, but you can at least see it, imagine it, and then hopefully make this for yourself, because it is going to be absolutely delicious. Well, it all started with the Jubilee this morning, and it has come down to this right here. We have some beautiful flounder, some andouille sauces, fettuccine in there. It would be really nice to have that shrimp. I hate that we couldn't get any today, but I think it's going to be pretty good. All right. That's solid. So good. That andouille adds a nice smoky element to it, but it's not overbearing with the lemon. Everything else, so good. The capers, the tanginess from them. Right now I'm like fighting these noodles, but just roll one up. That's what you're supposed to do anyways. So good. This is a solid meal right here. I'm about to go scarf it down, but I do have two questions before I leave y'all. One is, have you ever experienced a Jubilee before? And if so, what was it like for y'all? And then also, if you were to make this dish, what would you either add or take away to elevate it and make it better? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I do appreciate y'all tuning in here on the channel. If y'all like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see y'all on the next one.